What's going on, guys? Eddie here, Cornhole Bag Reviews, back again with another dual review. Today we got Ultron Spotlight. We got two of their kind of more underrated bags that don't get talked about a lot. We got the Psycho X and the Widow R. Before we get started, Sub-Zero Bag Company, my personal bag company. I do all the designing, sewing, printing myself. If you want to check out my bag lines, I got tons of different options. SubZeroBagCode.com, code Eddie5 for 5% off. Gladiator Cornhole glove. You guys know I love this thing. Eddie 10 for 10% off anything on Gladiator's website, bags, boards, gloves, carrying cases, everything you can think of. And T&T Cornhole boards, custom tops, double printed, double support brace bottoms. Link in the description below for them as well. So start with Psycho X. So Psycho X got that slow side that's kind of been around for a long time, but is a little more underutilized. It's the Black Sheep Vandalized slow side, Big Daddy Carnage slow side. What else uses this material now? There's not a lot of bags that use this. Minnesota Tailgate Nova uses this. Not a ton of bags use this material as much anymore. Oh, the Swag Bag Fantasy. But it's kind of that linen 6-speed slow side. We call it a 6. Humidity, it's like a 2.5. Fast boards right now, it's like a full 6-7. I mean, these boards are quick right now. This thing is just whew, full skate parking it around the hole. Very similar to me. Playstyle wise, very similar to me is like Surefire slow side. So on fast boards, going to be super drippy, hole friendly, slide up the board nice. On slow board, that becomes like Velcro, and you got to throw them really, really hard. But then you got the bigger template on the Ultra. Fast side is that 8-speed fast side. It's the Vapor fast side, Surefire, Game Changer, Wizard. You know, everybody uses this fast side, but it's 6-8 speeds on the Psycho X. Right now on the super fast boards, I guarantee in the throwing, you'll probably see me do a couple big loops and drops when the boards are quick. And the, you know, Ultra's template, big template, this thing is going to grip the hole and swoop in. But you're probably not going to see me lay a lot of blocks. Probably going to be off the back or in the hole, especially on these quicker boards. There were a lot of pros that were throwing these for the time being, but once kind of the Viper R came out, these kind of just fell by the wayside because it was similar in speeds, but Viper R was just a little bit better once it got humid and for different changing board conditions, but still play really nice. Definitely floppier. I wrecked mine with softener and I've thrown the crap out of them. So they're nice and floppy, but you know, it kind of feels similar to like a big floppy Viper in terms of flop. We look at the red-headed stepchild of the Ultra lineup, the Widow R. The reason I say that, same slow side as Viper R, but Widow fast side, which is the slow side of Cat 3, slow side of WMD, slow side of Conspiracy. You know, it's like a 5-6, right? So it's the red-headed stepchild because if you want this carpet, everyone throws Viper Rs. Everyone, and in probably everyone's community that watches these videos has half the people throwing Viper Rs. Probably the most popular bag in the world. But because this fast side's a little bit slower, just clogs a little bit more. You see a lot less people throwing Widow Rs. I could probably count on one hand the amount of people I've ever seen throwing a Widow R in an event anywhere that I go. I would say though, on these, when the boards are super fast like this, it is kind of nice having a controllable on both sides, and you don't see as much of the clog ability when the boards are as fast as they are right now. So they kind of play just like a Viper R. In my opinion though, it's kind of just like, all right, it plays almost like a Viper R. Why wouldn't I just throw Viper Rs? If you like that really soft feeling material in your hand and maybe you'll throw it a little bit harder and you don't like how fast the Viper R material is, I can see that. But a lot of the time you could just push with the slow side of these bags because it's a very, very forgiving slow side, very hole friendly, but also quick enough to kind of push through most of the time. I don't see myself flipping these over that often, but you know, it's a controlled bag in their lineup. They're keeping it for the 2024 lineup. It made it past their relegation period of laying off some of the other bags, but both of these have kind of a mixed fill, mostly disc. I'd be surprised if there was almost any round in here. It feels like almost like all disc on both of these bags. Price point, I think they're both, just like all Ultra's bags are, that when they get released, they're like 95 bucks, but then they go up to 125 plus shipping. Again, too high. These bag companies are just starting to charge an arm and a leg for all bags, you know, but what are you going to do? That's what they charge people to pay for them. I would say 90% of people are buying, except for Viper Rs, those might be purchased after the fact, are buying bags on drops for the 95 bucks, 105. Not a lot of people are paying 125. You can definitely find sets of these on Facebook for a lot cheaper. These are some of the less popular bags in the Ultra lineup with everything coming out now. So there's definitely some options to find it cheaper. But let's throw some bags here. Board's a little slanted down there, but both of these bags right now in the heat, the Widow Rs I can actually throw decently hard. These Psycho X's are going to be lofted in the air because these things are quick, and this way's downwind. There we go. But once you're in the air though, oh, see, they're just quick. I got to land a little shorter. I threw that as high and as soft as I could, and it's gonna slide up. Granted, this way is a little downwind, board's quick, a little flatter, so it's gonna be a little bit quick, but that's the thing, when the boards are fast, Psycho X's are quick. And that's the nice part about Widow R's, is like, these are still quick, don't get me wrong, but a little bit more controllable. I don't have to baby it as much. Very friendly on the slow side. Again, something to note with that fast side material, a little bit off to the right. Take a sip of water here. One thing to note with that fast side material though, is in your thumb, you know, if a lot of people that butterfly, or even anybody that grips normally, when you're pressing down with your thumb to get a grip, a lot softer, kind of feels very similar to the slow side on both sides. So when you flip it over, it kind of feels consistent. Doesn't feel like, you know, when you're pressing into that Viper, it's such a fast, you know, that waterproof, thin Viper fast side. A little bit different in the hand feel. So these kind of feel similar on both sides. Even though I don't understand, you know, the spot in the lineup that these are, I actually throw them pretty well. See, that's the thing. I don't even need to go to fast side. I just push the slow side. And they clean up nice. Go for an airmail. Ooh, a little bit of the lip. But I mean, just again, I do like Ultra's template as much as I dislike some of the practices that Ultra has with selling and price point and the way that they go about doing drops and not allowing people to sell and raffle, all that kind of stuff. The template does feel nice on their bags. Oh, all right. Gotta get it away from the outside here. There we go, that's better. But these are definitely a lot, because of the materials. Go fast side here, show how fast side is. Try to loft it. Ugh, stayed on somehow. Super loft, hit hard, slanted board, still almost made it off the back. Because of this linen material on the slow side, these bags do feel thinner, even though I'm 99.9% sure it's the same fill and same template. But because both of these materials on the Widow R are slightly thicker material, it's gonna feel a little bit fuller in your hand. It even feels fuller than a Viper R just because that Viper facet material, it's for the size, it weighs less, it's thinner than this facet material. So it's gonna feel just a little bit puffier in your hand, even though same weight, same fill, same template, same everything. But Psycho X has definitely come out of my hand nice, which is one of the things that I do like about it. They're just, you know, similar to Surefires. Nice little 4-piece. Similar to Surefires, where when the boards are good for them, they play great. When the boards are sticky, you got to throw some rocket chips. Widow R's though, see that nice and hole friendly. Oh, that's gonna go left. Some hand in that one. There we go. Nice and hole friendly regardless of, you know, conditions. Don't stay straight. Ooh, missed. Regardless of conditions, similar to the Viper R. The reason the Viper R has gained so much popularity, and the reason this carpet has gained so much popularity, is regardless of board conditions, plays semi-consistent speed-wise, and it's a super drippy carpet, and it really doesn't kick too much. But you can make them move. You can make them cut if you need to, but just very, very forgiving on both sides of the bag. You know, even with the leg hit. Oops, it's gonna stay left on me. And had some hand. Go for an airmail. Ooh, a little short. Got it to go though. So much different throwing downwind and then upwind, uphill. Gotta adjust my power, but Psycho X's again just come out of my hand. Just they feel so flat right out of my hand. Which doesn't feel like I really have to put much effort in to keep them flat. Kind of just want to do it on their own. Go for an airmail. A little short again going uphill, but another 4-piece. I think it's 8 in a row for the Psycho X's on both sides of the board. Again, just good speed conditions right now. They just play nice. They're easy to throw. They come out of the hand flat. And it's funny, it's two pretty decently similar slow sides right now speed-wise, but two completely different feeling bags. One, Psycho X's are thin and loose. Ooh, got lucky there. And the Widow R's are a little bit thicker. But both still hole friendly on the 5-speed side. Stay right. Oop. Came across my body. It's head there. But we'll come down back here one more time. Actually, I'm going to throw all fast side right now. So the fast side is going to be faster. Still pretty controllable. Let me loft it up in the air. Still controllable because it's only a 6-speed. just like that. So it's like, it's a little bit less scary coming off my hand, but still gonna fly. Whew. Still gonna fly if you're not straight, that's for sure. So a lot of the time on super fast boards, this could be a good option. It's more friendly than, you know, the Vapor R and Psycho R carpets, but with a slower fast side too. So it's just, if everything's just too fast for you all the time, you know, Widow R's could be an option. Every time I come out here and it's super hot outside, I actually do enjoy throwing these. It gives me some confidence that I could throw hard. Just like that. I mean, I could just rattle them right up the middle. Very easy 4-piece. See, those I were happy with too. All 4 of those were flat. It's like, why can't I do that every time? It looks so easy. And he's instantly angled. Got lucky. There's the forgiveness of a slightly faster bag though. There we go. A little more angle on that one too again, but gotta straighten it out. When I straighten it out, I go right. Oh, got lucky. 8-piece to finish? Yes, sir. I'll take the 8-piece for an end. Cut it. Stop the recording. No outro. And there. All right, guys. Well, Widow R, Psycho X. So slightly different on the speed scale. You know, mid-speed bag, 5.6, kind of similar to that Warlock speed if you like, kind of similar speeds on both sides, but a lot friendlier. Doesn't really bounce kick much, very easy to throw. Psycho X, a little bit on the thinner profile-wise, you know, kind of plays similar to like Surefire in terms of like board conditions and speed-wise. Very, very forgiving. Comes out of my hand super flat. You got a like slightly bigger template, but super easy to throw. I mean, you guys just saw there, threw them both pretty nicely there at the end. And both of them came out of my hand nice and enjoyed my time with them. So appreciate you guys stopping by for another review. If you like this stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you have a great rest of your day and rest of your week. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.